Good morning and welcome to Wilkinsburg Community Reads Together. The book I'm going to read to you today is called Help Wanted, Must Love Books, written by Janet Summer Johnson, art by Courtney Dawson, and I shall begin. Unlike most kids, Shaylee loves bedtime. She shimmied into her PJs, brushed her sparkling smile, then raided the bookshelf for the perfect bedtime stories. See? She's brushing her teeth, getting it all together, got a book off the shelf. Her dad would squish into the rocker with her. They read until her eyelids refused to stay open. Their arrangement worked perfectly. See, he read her to sleep. That's a good dad. Until her dad got a new job, finally Shaylee reached her limit. That you're fired, she announced. She's salty about something because her dad is not having time with her. She put up a job notice first thing the next morning. Help wanted, bedtime storyteller, must love books, apply within. Interviews began promptly at 6:30 p.m. 6:30 is in the evening, right after you have dinner, and began interviews shortly before bedtime. The fierce competition scared off the first 3 applicants. The next applicant brought along her 7 bodyguards, which was fine until Shaylee offered them snacks. Don't eat that, it's wicked queen in disguise. Sabotaging the people. That's a new word, sabotage. Shaylee refused to interview any other applicants that night. Everybody got the long face. You know, when you're not happy, you go. Before going to bed, she added a line to her job notice. Help wanted. Help wanted. Bedtime storyteller, must love books, apply within. Individual applicants only. Individual means one person. Interviews began promptly at 6:30 p.m. Promptly means on time. The next night, the first applicant seemed delightful. Run as fast as you can. It's the little gingerbread man running with the book until he ran away with the book. Fee, fi, fo, fum. I hear the yarn of a tired one. Shaylee refused to come out from under the bed to interview an applicant number 2. I think she's had it. In the morning, Shaylee changed the sign again. Help wanted, bedtime storyteller, must love books, apply within. Individual applicants only, human applicants only. Interviews begin promptly at 6:30 p.m. You know, after bedtime, after dinner time rather. At the next interview, Shaylee's ears pricked up right up. The applicant could spin tales that kept her on her pins and needles. She was just about to offer her the job when the woman zonked out in mid-sentence. She fell asleep. She was tired too. The second girl was particular about where she would sit. She tried the beanbag, but it was too soft. The chair is too hard. The bed is not right. She fell asleep. Help wanted, bedtime storyteller, must love books, apply within. Individual applicant only, must be able to stay awake past 8 p.m. She had it. Shaylee had low expectations for the next round, but the first applicant had a very impressive resume. Her voice was musical, She could stay up past midnight, and she was obviously human. That means she was a person. The two of them had a ball until Shaylee noticed the sooty fingerprints all over her favorite book. She was a little bit salty about that. Her second applicant hooked her right away. His storytelling gave her goosebumps and did the gunk between his teeth, which meant he needed to brush his teeth. He didn't do a good job. He didn't have good AM care. Help wanted. Bedtime storyteller must love books. Apply within. Individual applicants only. Human applicants only. Must be able to stay awake past 8 p.m. Solid hygiene skills required. Interview begins promptly at 6:30. Shaylee despaired of ever finding a replacement for her dad until one final job seeker showed up. You know who it is? Daddy. He looked kind of familiar and his voice was just right. But of all, he smelled like strawberries and chocolate chip cookies. Yum, yum. So Shaylee offered him the job on one condition: off limits during bedtime. And that's the end.